Ngano cia mwanya mwiroreri wa GTN TV ni undu wa guikarania na ithuĩ ngehoka ni utinditie o wega haria hothe uri akiri umuthi ni tariki 27 mweri-ini wa Januari mwaka wa 2026 ikirekete kwihanda ni thaa 7 igakihitukia na ndagika 1 na ngakunyita ugeni thiini wa mohoro maitu ma GTN at 1 na ngakuririkania ungenda kwaraniria na ithuĩ na kana utwire urerorera uri mwena kuna uthi haria mwena wa Facebook at GTN TV Digital kana haria mwena wa YouTube at GTN Digital TV ni getwo Rose Nduta na tukiambiriria na mohoro maitu ni ati kamiti ya ithurano na mihakanio IEBC ni yaniriire kuruguria weru mufango wa ugayania wa icigo bunge hamwe na wadi makiuga ati ithurano nini ni ciekururetie kana ni ciekururetie gugithagathagwo na muthenya uria yabataire kurika makiaria na nyumba cia mohoro ni maugite muikariri gite wa kamiti no niwe Erastus Ethekon ni augite ati mitaratara yothe na mitaratara yothe no muhaka irumirerwo na kuga
Despite the steps taken by the previous commission towards undertaking comprehensive electoral boundary reviews, the process encountered serious constraints, which I believe you are aware of some of them. These constraints materially affected the pace and the timely completion of the boundary delimitation exercise. And as you are aware, we have already exceeded the constitutional timelines, which requires us to undertake the boundary delimitation between 8 to 12 years. So the last review was to be completed by March 2024, and those timelines have since passed. So we have outlined some of the constraints that have affected the boundary review process, and that's where we are. Absence of commissioners, as you are aware, after the previous commission left office in 2023 January, the IBC remained without commissioners from that moment up to 11th July 2025 when these new commissioners assumed office, which is barely 6 months ago. And therefore, in the absence of commissioners, the Secretariat alone had to pause some of those activities that required policy decisions and oversight by commissioners. For example, the boundary review operations plan that I've spoken about required the Commission to relook and to review, and in the absence of the commissioners, that policy plan paper could not have been extended. And of course, there were other activities that required policy directives. So that was one of the main constraints to the timely review of the boundaries, electoral boundaries. Number two, we also had a hurdle in the form of judicial invalidation of the census data of 2019. So there are active cases that have affected the validity of the census data for 14 out of 17 constituencies in the 3 counties of Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera.
Na tugithie na mbere ni ati ndudunya athuri a kiama kaunti-ini ya Nyeri ngwataniro-ini na kanjo ya athuri a Gikuyu nio Kikuyu Council of Elders ni makomithitie tharikira ya kanitha wa ACK wetima uthaya kaunti-ini ya Nyeri iria yathararirie igongona ria mitha riria riekinyetio ni uria wari Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua na athiriti ake ndumiriri-ini yao wao. Athuri aya ni moretie Inspector General wa borithi Douglas Kaja akorwo agicokaniriria na kurunga nyumba yake, kuona maabitha aya ni marekuirwo ni kanitha uyu na kanitha wa ACK kunyitanira na imarimari ici, kuona ngari ya borithi yari hakuhe na ngari iria yarehete nyanake iria ciakorirwo igitabania giko giki. Mwandiki witu Kahio John wa Francis na ripoti ino.
Turonire ciana cia ngenge ikihurwo na ndogo muki, atimia akuru, cionje, ithua, ona itumumu. Turona ndogo muki igiikio thiini wa kanitha, andu matehariirie na matharaita koguo kurahurirwo na thirikari itikire kumira, na tondu nitui ni gutuiria ituirie no urekire uguo, tondu andu acio ni thirikari marathukiria ritwa. Ithuĩ athuri a kĩama niturutaga wira na thirikari ererikuo, na tutire turoiga ati thirikari niyo irahura andu kana ni irahurwo, no tuiga giko kiu tutingenyitanira nakio na gikome mara moja. Ithuĩ tutihinde tukenda kuona undu tocio hindi ingi,
na ko ni uteti wikuo ucio ti uteti. Acio ni thu cia President Ruto. President Ruto arari o kanitha ya ACK ya gutha hindi ingi, na akirutaira muingi muno wa guthaitha andu, na andu makimuigua, na akihuthira mahinya make na mbeca yake nyingi muno, na akithondeka ndugu na andu othaya. Acoka roka kabiru-ini akiarĩrĩria na akiaria na andu a Nyeri, na magithondeka ndugu na andu a Nyeri. Acoka roka State Lodge aroka raria na andu a Mount Kenya na maramuigua. Just of a sudden mundu acoke kanitha-ini oro iyo president arathiete uthaya, athi athugumire wira wa muthamaki wothe uria arurite wothe, kura muthamaki arehoeire guku Nyeri, kura acoketie ciake mwena wake ciothe irathugumirwo ni mundu ucio agitwa ni arateithia muthamaki ati kuhoya kura. Nyigira kwira President Ruto muthi ndimwire ati tho yaku iria nene mundu thina wa Mount Kenya ni ucio uratumite andu acio magaikia gangsters icio, acio mararathaga andu ngari ciene. Mundu ena mucinga AK47 akoya ngari ciene, ngari thukumire ni andu, akaratha rio rikiaraga muthenya rikiaraga barabara ici. Borithi nio tuhanyukaga gwitu kwagia thina, tuhanyukaga borithi na tuthiaga borithi na tugathie kanitha-ini, tugeciria ati wagia thina wahanyuka kanitha-ini ni watuika sheltered kana wathie borithi mundu agukinyira. Riu kiuria kiu no twende kumenya muno borithi acio hau mekaga atia, na marekereirie mikore iyo irathe andu na ithukie ngari ciene na igere ngero ya ngero muthenya rikiaraga mari hau magika atia. Hau niho tukwenda guchallenge thirikari itwire mari hau na radio ngari yao niona kire hau, na ngero iragirwo yothe na icio na micinga ya muthemba ucio guti mundu wi mucinga tocio, guti mundu njui ni muraia wi mucinga muthemba tocio. No twende thirikari itutaririe uteti nduriagwo, guti mwana uhagiragirwo uteti ti Kenya kia ngima. Igira andu atongoria aria mari Mount Kenya magerie gukama ng'ombe iria iri muthoigu ina karia, matige gutuhera ngigiga cia maundu moteti matena kuria mari, maturehere maendeleo. Thio twenda kuigua barabara ni ndiku, twenda kuigua mai ni mekire, thitima ni njikire, na the dicio ciothe cina thirikari of the day. Mari na thirikari of the day, ithuĩ tukame ng'ombe iria i muthoigu, tugunike na thirikari iyo. Riria uteti ugakinya nitukahura ndeto ici cia muthemba ucio ingi akurugamio na ciage gucontainwo ni thirikari of the day. Bũrũri ũyũ nĩ ũgũtuĩka bũrũri wa banana republic. Gũkũ bũrũri ati no makagũkorwo na banga, no makagũkorwo na mũcinga, tondũ tuonire handũ hau andũ acio marĩ kanitha ĩyo matingĩa bodi kũhinga maitho mahoe matoe no rĩnja tondũ mena kwĩna mĩcinga. Rĩu mũndũ ũtarĩ mũcinga ndathiaga kanitha-inĩ, na ndũngĩthiĩ kanitha-inĩ na mũcinga tondũ athiĩ battlefield. Ũguo rĩu ũmũthĩ twina guoya muingi muno, na aciari tumena guoya muno, ona ciana citu ukira mwana thie kanitha-ini Sunday na ndu mona mona kahiu ka waru ndu mona greithanwa ni ndu wa ku defend.
Na tugithi na mbere ni ati igoti inene ria kibira ni riheanite mwerekera wa guthikiririo gwa cira wa mwarimu wa njuragano ya mwarimu uria wetagwo Albert Ojwang niguo cira uyo ukorwo utwitwo mbere ya mweri wa kana. Mucirithania wa igoti riri niwe Diana Kavenza akiheana mwerekero uyu augite ati cira uyu ugathikiririo mweri-ini wa 3 tariki 17 23, 24, 30 na tariki 31. Akiuga ni kuona undu uyu ni urahutia muingi na njira nene na hari bata utuithanio. Oho mucirithania uyu no oretie aria othe makuruhanirio cira-ini uyu makorwo makinyita itemi riao niguo kuhitana na mahinda. Na tukiamba guikiria na ripoti yo tucokererie na ripoti ingi.
Thegio mururu wa GTN TV neguthi na mbere na gutwirorera ungikorwo na kiuria wonie ona kana mateta o mothe megemene tabarĩra citũ itikira gutwarĩria na njĩra ya kũhũra thimũ kana gutuma ndũmĩrĩri nguhĩ na WhatsApp message kũhetũkĩra thimũ namba 0742915151 kana utume email kũgerera gtntv@gmail.com no gucokerio rungu rwa mathaa 24. Oho ririkana gũtũrũmĩrĩra nenda-inĩ citũ cia ũkinyanĩria Facebook GTN TV Digital, TikTok GTN TV Digital na Instagram GTN TV Digital. Tũrĩre o harĩa hothe ũrĩ mathaa mothe kũgerera www.gtntv.co.ke. GTN TV muci wa yona trada.
Ino wigwete gumo njega egie Golden Wing Investment Limited. Ino ne dukane ne ekurikanire nyeri yothe ona bururi mugima wende-ini wa indo cia nyumba kana wofici. Ne indo ta irĩkũ ni decors, electronics, furnitures, carpet, thimũ, laptops na ingĩ nyingĩ. We ũrathumbuka ni kũrĩa ũngĩruta thimũ njerũ ya bei ya mũhuko waku, thimũ ĩtangĩgũconora. Golden Wing Investment wamekusort. Marakwenderia thimũ mĩhĩrĩga yothe ta Samsung, Tecno, Vivo, Oppo, Redmi na ingĩ nyingĩ. Na ũhoro wa mwanya nĩ atĩ wĩna kuma ciringi 1,000 peke yake ũrĩ na thimũ njega kuma gũkũ kwa Golden Wing Investment, tondũ nĩ marĩ na thimũ cia lipa mdogo mdogo. Mahũa na mũgũkũ kwa Golden kwa wĩingĩ, metha cia coffee tables ndũngĩcietigithia, cia mambo ona cia icicio. Mĩgeka nayo rĩ nĩ kwa wĩingĩ, TV na woofers gũkũ no kwa wĩingĩ. Ũngĩenda indo ici na ingĩ nyingĩ macerere duka-inĩ nene Nyeri Town, nyũmba-inĩ ya Nyeri Shopping Complex hakuhĩ na Samrat Supermarket. Na kwa ũhoro makĩria ũrathimũ kũhetũkĩra 0724210609. Golden Wing Investment Limited, quality in every purchase.
Dedan Kimathi University of Technology extends a warm invitation to all Form 4 leavers, high school students, members of the general public, and the entire Dekut fraternity to an enriching career and academic day. This event will take place this month on Friday, 30th January 2026, starting at 8 a.m. at the main campus Nyeri. Come and experience career guidance sessions, academic program exhibitions, interactions with industry professionals, hands-on demonstrations, and campus tours designed to help you make informed decisions about your tomorrow. Your future is our priority. Dedan Kimathi University of Technology. Better life through technology.
Mambo vipi my fans? Tunasema kicheko ni dawa. Na sasa GTN TV tunakuletea GTN mtaani. Tutakuwa unakuja hapo mtaani kwako, tunaulizana maswali, tongue twisters, chemsha bongo. Dania na kizungu inaitwaje?
Hiyo itanichenga kidogo.
Bila kusahau intelligent meme. Huwa tunaekelea food kwa tebo, juu huwa tunaimeza. Tebo, yani tebo, meza. Meza, tebo. Let's do this.
Siko sure Juma ni mwangu wa kizungu hakunieleza hiyo.
Ngatho cia mwanya mwiroreri wa GTN TV gakunyita ugeni o ringi thiini wa mohoro maitu ma GTN at 1 na ngakuririkania ungienda kwaraniria na ithuĩ thie haria mwena wa Facebook at GTN TV Digital na haria mwena wa YouTube at GTN Digital TV. Na tugithie na mbere ni ati amemba bunge-ini ya gĩbũrũri matongoretio ni speaker wa bunge no niwe Moses Wetangula mari na kĩgomano kia thikũ 4 mwena wa Naivasha kiria kigomano giki kirongoreirio kumurika uthii wa na mbere hamwe na makirongoreria mihinga na mibango iria mari nayo giikaro-ini kiao gia gatano kia ubunge ya 10 kana giikaro gia gatano kia bunge ya 15. Kigomano giki kihete mweke speaker wa bunge no utongoria wa bunge na amemba ake othe
on certain matters relating to your constituency and county offices. We also have Director Legal Services. Where is Ms. Akama? She's not with us. Oh, Ms. Akama is seated at the back. She likes hiding herself. Karibu sana, Ms. Akama. We also have the Deputy Director in charge of Hansard, Mr. Mutungi. Karibu, Mr. Mutungi. He's also seated at the back. He likes hiding himself. We have the person in charge of catering, Mr. Masonko. Asante Bwana Masonko, the person who improves our catering services. Director in charge of committees, Mr. Chemweno. I haven't seen you today. Chemweno. Okay. Karibu Kipsang. Chemweno is in charge of the departmental committees. Ms. Florence Atenyo Abonyo. Follow huko. Florence Atenyo Abonyo, Mr. Speaker, is the one in charge of committees called Audit, Appropriations, and General Purpose Committees. She is doing her last phase. She'll be retiring in about 1 month to go, Honorable Speaker, and a time will come for us to request you, Honorable Speaker, in the House to celebrate her. She has been with Parliament for over 34 years. Director Apopo is the director in charge of Speaker's office and also in charge of the leadership offices, also like hiding at the back. It's my height at the back, is there. Director Dishon Nyaga, also at the back, Karibu. Mr. Director for Finance, also seated at the back with his deputy, Mr. Meikoki. Asante. Director in charge of procurement, the one who has ensured that this venue was procured in good time, Mr. Malinda, Karibu. Ms. Agnes Kamoni, the most popular name amongst members of Parliament, the girl who sorts your constituency and county.
Nake mutongoria wa bururi William Ruto nioretie a Kenya kunyita itemi hari kuhurana na bara cia kimucie kana GBV akiaria thingiraini wa iregi kuria Nairobi hindi ya kuruguria gikundi gia kuhurana na GBV augete ni arutire mukana kuri nduriri iria iha ithingataga bara ici kana ikahithirira bara ici cia kimucie na ni kuria na oho ni oretie atongoria ikiro ciothe gutigirira bara ici ni ciahuka guku bururi-ini. Oho ni oretie thirikari gutacukiria makinya ma kiwatho kana gutacukia na ihenya aria makuruhanagia na ciiko ici cia GBV.
We found 1 year ago through Gazette Notice number 109 of January 10th, 2025, you tasked this technical working group with a solemn mandate to look into the face of a national crisis that has shaken the conscience of our republic. The escalating scourge of gender-based violence, GBV, and the brutal killing of women, girls, now widely recognized as femicide. Today, sir, we stand before you not merely to present a document, but to amplify the voices of thousands of survivors and the silenced cries of those we have lost. In executing this mandate, we traversed all the 47 counties, held town halls, engaged experts, and received over 2,000 written submissions.
The report is more than a technical document. It is a reflection of voices, fears, and hopes of Kenyan people, especially survivors of gender-based violence. I have received and taken note of the contents of this report and its wide-ranging findings and recommendations on gender-based violence and femicide. The report lays bare the scale, complexity, and evolving nature of GBV in our country, affecting women, men, girls, and boys, with women and girls bearing a disproportionate burden. The findings on femicide, domestic violence, harmful cultural practices, and technology-facilitated abuse are deeply troubling and demand collective national reflection and action. I note key proposals in the report, including the call to treat GBV, including femicide, as a national crisis, requiring urgent and coordinated action. Recommendations for strengthened prevention, investigation, and prosecution, including specialized capacity within our law enforcement agencies. Proposals for legislative and policy reforms, including improved legal definitions, survivor protection, and accountability mechanisms. And the emphasis on coordinated financing, data systems, survivor-centered services, and national awareness and behavioral change. Security agencies must act firmly, professionally, and without fear or favor. Citizens must speak out, report abuse, and stand with survivors. Every Kenyan has a role to play in ensuring that GBV is prevented, reported, and punished. Violence against any Kenyan is unacceptable. Violence rooted in gender, power, or inequality is a betrayal of our Constitution, our values, and humanity. Protecting life, dignity, and safety is not optional. It is a core duty of a state. As a means of ensuring that we pay you back, we will make sure that this report is implemented.
Na tugithi na mbere ni ati President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni wa Uganda ni akongoire miaka 40 ya utongoria wake akierekereria ndumiriri yake kuri muingi guku agikongwira utongoria wa ihinda inene guku akiuga arakongwira guku aking'ethanira kana agiukirira mung'ethaniro augite Museveni na uria kana uria ushaguritwo maita 7 kuma mwaka wa 1986 agwetete utongoria wake ta kionereria kia ugashiru na utongoria urakura rungu rwa kiama kia National Resistance Movement nikio NRM. Ihinda-ini o riu no aheanite gitumi kiria areshiria gukorwo arumiriri ake mateyumiririe na njira nene hindi ya githurano kihituku agiukirira mung'ethaniro ni kuga ni maguoyohithirie muingi.
I hear the opposition wasting time talking nonsense. You really, if you don't know Uganda, you can waste your time. They are lucky because all my supporters did not turn up. Only a few came. Only 8 million. If they had turned up, there will be no opposition in Uganda. But why did they not come? I think there are two. We are going to study it, but I think there are 2 reasons. I think, my suspicion. Number one, the opposition threatening violence and try. Then the police, this police doing nothing about it. People misbehaving and nobody does anything about them. Some people have been attacked. Why should you attack anybody because of the elections? What right do you have to even use harsh words? That is reason number 1 why I think some people did not turn up. One is misbehavior by the NRM leaders themselves, bringing wars among our people.
Na tugikinyeria muthia wa ripoti kana mohoro maitu mathaa 7 hau kwendithiria muthenya mwega muthenya wiyuiro ni irathimo na ngakuririkania no twandikire ndumiriri yaku haria mwena wa Facebook @GTN TV Digital kana haria mwena wa YouTube @GTN Digital TV. Ni mage ni wona ciehanda thaa 1 na thaa 3 cia hwaini. Ni njitagwo Rose Nduta.
Ukai kuri nie inyuothe anogu na mutitikite merigo merito na nego muhurukia oya icokiria kwa mwehumbereo na mwirute nani nigukorwo ndimuhoreri na munyihia ngoro-ini nacio ngoro cianyu ni ikuhurukio nigukorwo icokiria kwa ni nyoroku na murigo wakwa ni muhuthu. Icio ni ciugo cia Mwathani witũ Jesu Kristo akiheana kirigiriro kuri andu aria mari hatikaini cia muturire itigaine. Nitanagira nanie Reverend Jerry Githaiga o muthenya thiini wa session ino ya GTN TV tukimurehera tabarira njeru ya kirigiriro kieru. Haha niho turirikanagia andu ati Ngai wa mahindi momo muoyo. Turiguaga mawira ma maundu maingi maria Ngai ekite na makiria kuri andu aria maracakaya kana manacakaya nigutigwo ni andu a hakuhi na thutha ucio Ngai akamagiria maithori. Aria nao maracakaya ithuita GTN TV tuli maheaga kiande gia kuririra na makiria kumahoera. Na riu ningi hau no ho turiaga mweke wa kumenyithia aratao uhoro wa endwa hao acio mahurukite na makiria tukamomiriria muno. Ngai ni aheanaga kirigiriro kieru.
Nyukinyete mwisho waku Mekona inene mathena involved. You can't hide from me. I'll never, ever stop coming.
You're telling me one man did this?
My fingers.
I'm a driver.
Oh, like a chauffeur. Anyone I'd know?
Inawigwete gumo jega egie Golden Wing Investment Limited. Ino ne dukanene ekurikanire nyeri yothe ona fururi mogima wede-ini wa indo cia nyumba kana wofici. Ne indo ta iriko ni decors, electronics, furnitures, carpets, thimo, laptops na inge nyingi. Wiola thumbuka ni kuria ungiruta thimo njeru ya bei ya muhuko waku, thimo itangiguconora. Golden Wing Investment wamekusort. Marakwenderia thimo mihiriga yothe ta Samsung, Tecno, Vivo, Oppo, Redmi na inge nyingi. Na uhoro wa mwanya ni ati wina kuma ciringi 1,000 peke yake uri na thimo njega kuma guku kwa Golden Wing Investment, tondu ni mari na thimo cia lipa mdogo mdogo. Mahua na muguku kwa Golden kwa wige, metha cia coffee tables ndungicitigithia, cia mambo ona cia icicio. Migeka nayo ri ni kwa wige, TV na woofers guku no kwa wige. Ugenda indo ici na inge nyingi macerere duka-ini nene Nyeri Town, nyumba-ini ya Nyeri Shopping Complex hakuhi na Samrat Supermarket. Na kohoro makiria urathimo kuhitukira 0724210609. Golden Wing Investment Limited, quality in every purchase.